We need to make the game, then we'll focus on the animation.
Yeah, and this is one of the things. This is another thing I want to bring up. I mean, they're how do I say this? Yeah, for the game looking so good, I mean,
They should ask for more money.
yeah,
They should
should
ask.
ask for
They
more.
should ask at least $500,000 or
Yeah,
seven
and
hundred
this
and
is very
fifty
low
thousand,
budget.
which I understand. That's what the animator standpoint of doing it, because it would cost more to get animators to work on it full time. The
And
average
here's the
budget,
thing. Here and
the
here's the,
average
here's the.
budget, from what I understand, for
Mhm.
animators, if they're gonna make a cartoon or something, it would cost more than that.
Yeah, and they tell you right now they're stretched. I'm gonna read out their stretched goals right now.
Okay, go
If
ahead.
they put out 40, if they get like the $45, 45,000 for their funding at the moment, they're going to get Vincent and Dunn's animation programming. That's their original goal.
Yeah.
If they hit 75,000, Benny enters Benny enters the game, which is basically another character. And 100, and if they hit 105,000, they'll create another character, Matilda.
Yeah, because
So that's their stretch goals for right now.
that's their
That's
stretch
just for the
goals.
demo.
But they should, you know what they should do in
What
their
would they
next
should,
Kickstarter? They should get a PayPal donation page
which would be perfect for them. I mean, we
because they
both
need
you
to
and
put
both
it
you
on
and
their
me would.
because the problem is they don't know how to manage this well enough, because they already did like one Kickstarter page. Now they're doing another one. Actually, they did this on Indiegogo. Then they did this,
Yeah.
and it's like they don't know what to do.
I got one little thing I want to say. I know it sounds like we're kind of bashing this, but we're just pointing out a few things that they need to do right.
Yeah, because a lot of it seems like they could have done much better with it if they figured out what would be the best way to manage this. Because
Yeah.
because you look at it this way, the animation budget that they got to making this, it wasn't really a great idea to make it $40,000 when you know that it's going to cost a lot more to get the people to animate this, a lot of money.
And one of the points, yeah, I remember the point I was about to bring up. The funding they're asking for is to bring on animators full time.
Yeah. And full time does not mean you're
45,000
gonna
words.
need about probably around $750,000. Seven
That's true. I
hundred,
mean,
because if you want
and I
them
mentioned
to work full
it all
time,
depends on. Yeah, it all depends on where they're working out of though.
yeah, because they're probably short on a budget. They probably don't have the programs. They probably don't have the resources needed to do this. But I believe they need more. They need a lot more money to do this, because if even you know how much Shaq Fu was, right?
Oh, vaguely, very, very
It
vaguely.
was it was around probably around $500,000.
Yeah, no, and it was that game was horrible. I remember Shaq Fu was a horribly made game.
Yeah, but they're making another one.
Oh, you got to be kidding me!
And and here's the funny thing: the goal was actually stretched for 500,000.
Wow,
They actually
that
made their stretch goal.
was
If Beast Fury would have had that same money goal, they would have the characters in there. They would have been like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We need $500,000. That's what they probably should ask for,
I think so too. And
because they
right now,
don't
I do.
need.
And here's an. I actually want to let everybody know something. Like for the goal right now, there's only 25 days left.
Yeah, and the thing is, they should try to at least consider this.
Yeah,
They need to consider their options, because the way I see it, I don't think the person who made this Kickstarter, who made Beast Fury, is aware of this. But he could, because he did announce it to the media. He did try to, but the money goal, you probably need a lot more money if you think you're going to get a lot more people to animate this
for full time.
for full time. You probably need more money. And I don't think
Yeah.
any animator would go with $40,000.
Yeah, and like right now, I mean, there's actually within 5 days they passed 10,000.
Yeah, they passed 10,000, but they should try to, show. They already got the game demo up.
Yeah,
They already showed the game demo. I seen the video. I was impressed by it, but at the same time, they still need to work on it. They need to,
a lot of work.
a lot of work. And if they could have, if they would have known how to develop a game, and they're depending on the animators to do better at this job, they
Mhm.
need to realize they need the programmers too.
Yeah, and the fact is, they have like 222 backers. For having that many backers, they should have much more money.
I know, and the thing is that if they're gonna market this game as with animals, yeah, I can understand that because I played that one game on PlayStation, which we all remember.
Hmm
I forgot that one game. It used to have animals in it.
I know which one you're talking
It was
about.
a
It's been such a
fighting
long
game. It was a
time.
3D fighting game.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, I mean, for those of who are the furry community who's watching right now, I think this would be a perfect game for you guys if it actually comes out.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not really big on it, but I understand that this is something that people are probably going to get into. It's up to the people that are in the game community that want to play this or they don't want to play this. It's something that if you feel comfortable with, invest into it. But if not, don't
Yeah.
invest into it because I understand that there is some issues with people that have issues with trust, and there's a lot of people that have an issue with trusting. After that one incident actually several incidences
And get
of
this, the fact
Kickstarter.
is, yeah, and the fact is, right now they're using for this game they're using the Unity engine.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to realize something about investors is that you remember that one incident with that one game that this guy claimed that he wanted to make. That was this board game that was basically about Cthulhu.
Oh yes, I remember that story.
Yeah,
Man.
the
That was
Nightmare on Boardwalk, whatever it's called. And
Yeah.
the sad part was the guy spent all that money to move somewhere, and of course and it really upset a lot of people.
It really did.
And the thing is that it's harder to trust people now on Kickstarter because I understand that people invested a lot of money into this.
They really did.
They invested a lot of money into this, and what upsets people is that we trusted you in your good judgment to make this game,
And then you screwed us.
and then you screwed. No, actually, you screwed a lot of people who made.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are right now are upset about Kickstarter.
And
But
yeah,
you're also,
I mean,
here's the thing. According to the FAQ, you are allowed to sue the person responsible, not not
that is
Kickstarter.
true.
But
You're
unfortunately,
you're allowed you're
they
allowed
don't read
you're,
the
you're allowed to
FAQ.
sue the project manager.
You're allowed to sue the project manager to have that money returned to you.
And yes, and there's been a lot of incidents like that out there that has gotten people so leery about trusting these people on Kickstarter.
Yeah, because if you don't want to trust them, don't invest into it. If you think it's a ripoff, then don't invest into it. As simple as
Yeah.
that. And people, don't realize this. This is basically independently funded. You make the choice whether or not you want to fund this game or not, or some other project like music, a convention. There's a lot of conventions that are trying to do that too. Even donations from, some, orphanage or something.
Yeah, and personally, I've seen some projects that were taken down within like a month of their starting.
Because some of them were like based on another game, or they just ripped it off from another game trying to ask for money.
Yeah, that's
Because
exactly.
a lot of people like to exploit that. It's like, you know what? This is the reason why Kickstarter isn't trusted. Even Indiegogo, even the other things. It's like
Yeah,
a lot of people have a hard time trusting this because it's not a great idea because it can easily be exploited, which we understand.
And this may be what's affecting Beast Fury.
Yeah, this is what it's because they started one at Indiegogo. Now they're doing this in Kickstarter, which is an issue.
Yeah, okay, they misallocated the funds. I know that, but this is still hurting them.
They should just ask for $500 or $750,000 because if you're gonna get an animation budget that is this huge, make it $1 million.
Yeah,
Make it $1 million if you have to, but just ask for it. You don't need to be like saying
and
that you need this much.
I know that Beast Fury is a really anticipated game for those of us who really like fighting games.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't know what to say about it, but Beast Fury, it needs a lot more work.
Really does for it becomes a really good product.
But the thing is, I think they should hire that guy that did He-Man, that He-Man arcade game. Seriously, if
Yeah.
you got him, I'm pretty sure he would do a better job than the animators that did that one
I
demo.
freaking agree wholeheartedly.
Because he actually did a good job with it. He did a lot of research with the He-Man game, watching the animation, and I was like, wow, that's actually a pretty good game. Even though it wasn't developed.
But can you pause for a sec? Okay,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry for the background noise. I have two pups here. One was barking. I apologize for any background noise you hear.
Don't worry about it, dude. It's not like they're gonna hear that one. It's just that the thing is that if they would have hired him, I bet they would actually
Turn out the-
collaborate and do a good job with this game. But the thing
And
is,
this game would have been out by now.
yeah, because this guy, I don't know who is he hiring to animate this?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's like, is he hiring amateur animators? Is he hiring? What is he trying to do? Because if you're gonna try to hire animators for this, I suggest if you're gonna get the programs for it, you're gonna have to look at the budget. You're gonna have to look at how much it's gonna cost, how many animators will work on this project, and then see how it works for them.
And I have to say that for them I kind of have my doubts about them using the Unity engine for now.
Well, the Unity engine, I'm not complaining about because I understand the Unity engine is just, it's just made to develop certain types of games. It can be used on Wii U. It can be used on certain, like, Flash games.
Oh, wait a minute. Correction on that. I'm actually thinking another engine. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
It can't be the exact name of it right now, but yeah, the Unity engine. I think it's a developer engine. Never mind.
Yeah, it is a developer engine, and I actually seen the Unity engine before, man.
Yeah, I've seen it's used before, and it's pretty amazing.
It's not like, but the issue is it takes a lot more work to use the Unity engine.
It really does. I mean, since it has a little bit of a complexity to it.
But I'm not complaining about it because the thing is that the thing is it's not a graphics engine. It's just made to be a game engine.
Yeah.
It's a game engine, not a graphics engine. It takes a lot more work to put the graphics into the game, but to my understanding about it, it's not made to be a graphics game. It's made to be a game engine that people use.
Yeah.
But, that's understandable.
That is understandable. Very, very understandable.
All right, let's go ahead and begin. What are your last thoughts about Beast Fury?
Well, last thoughts. I would say if they, like we kept saying before, if they hire better animators, they would get this game out a lot faster. But honestly, I think it's doing good so far for what they're doing. But yeah, if they just pick up the pace a little bit, I would love to see this game out in the near future.
Yeah, because we would like to see this happen. We'd like to see these characters come out. Because if they would have done it, hired an animator for this, they would have had the character.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they can find an artist to get these characters in, and also find an animator, which I would recommend the guy from He-Man, the arcade game, that the guy who developed that game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up He-Man arcade game. I'm pretty sure you'll probably see it on my YouTube page, the video that I actually did a gameplay of He-Man.
Actually, one little last thought I want to put in.